Čau, čau, darbie ChaulaTV skatītāji! Šodien ChaulaTV studijā ir ļoti īpaša diena. Šobrīd kopā ar mani ir viesis no Microsoft, Andreas. Hello, Andreas!
Hello!
Šodien mums ir īpaša saruna kopā ar viņu par Microsoft jaunumiem un jaunākajām aktualitātēm tieši saistībā ar šo kompāniju. Un sakarā ar šo Microsoft izsludina īpašu konkursu, kurā ir iespēja vinēt ļoti labu balvu. Jautājums skan šādi. Kuri divi TechDay 2012 atbalstītāji konferences ietvaros piesaistīt sev jaunus darbinieks? Ja tu skatītāji zini atbildi uz šo jautājumu, sūti savu atbildi @MS Latvija un @ChaulaTV Rīga. Un pirmais, kurš atbildēs pareizi, iegūs 2 ielūgumus uz šo te konferenci. Pirmie 2, es atvainojos. Līdz ar to, jā, pievērsīsimies mūsu viesim. Hello, Andreas, one more time. I already explained our viewers that you are from Microsoft. Could you please tell who really you are and what do you really do in Microsoft?
Okay, so I'm not sure what you told them.
Only truth.
So within Microsoft, we have different regions, right? We work in, and the region I'm working for is called Central Eastern Europe multi-country, and the multi-countries are 24 countries that are, from the west to the east, like starting in the Adriatics, South Balkan, Caucasus, Central Asia, until Kazakhstan, Mongolia also belongs to it, and in the far north is Baltics. So I'm so in the typical language that you might understand, I'm the Chief Operating Officer. So I'm taking care of all the operational marketing stuff for our organization for these countries.
Like a personal question, how long are you working for Microsoft already?
14 years now.
14. So then I have a little question for you. We can watch this beautiful picture. Maybe you recognize someone of these guys. Have you talked to them?
Paul Allen is there.
And
Bill Gates is there as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So my question is, how did Microsoft, from such a little group of interesting people, became to such a big corporation?
Well, I mean, because we sold a lot of software and a lot of money.
So
that would be the easy answer.
Money rules the world, of course.
Well, I mean, but nevertheless, I think it was more because there was a paradigm shift, right? So from just graphical, have a few numbers on the plate, very expensive hardware that no one could afford, to a very convenient, low price point, easy to use software that kind of made the Microsoft revolution. Over time, it was not just the only product. Now we have a huge product portfolio, so that's kind of the engine behind.
Yeah, I hope that we can see those people sometime here. Maybe have you talked to all of them?
Actually, I have met Paul Allen once. Bill Gates, yes, when I started,
really?
Quite some often.
Oh, that's good.
Because when I started, we've still been small. Okay. 14 years ago, it was like still a family. Now we're too big. Okay. And Bill Gates is, as you know, only chairman.
He's too far from you now.
Taking care of the Bill Gates and Melinda Gates, development area. Yeah. So very much focusing on that one, dedicated.
Okay, I see. So yeah, as we looked into the past, now let's return to the future and to nowadays. And my second question for you is, what is the biggest trend of technologies right now? How do you see that? How Microsoft sees that?
So you can answer this question very fast, but assuming it's variances, right? So there is one way, and that's a way we invest in, which is the internet. So Bing and Bing search is one of the topics we invest heavily, because I believe there is a big market also from a breadth perspective, including all countries worldwide. So you have broad reach. Same as you, like a broadcaster trying to reach a lot of people. We try to reach a lot of people as well, with as good information as possible. Then for sure the biggest trend we are investing in, actually this is a kind of a shift as well, is into devices and services. And one part of the services is the cloud. Okay?
Yeah, the cloud.
And so many people talk different about cloud, but for us, cloud is something you can access from anywhere, right?
Yeah.
With either a service or just store data there, very familiar to everyone. Like if you use, obviously use
yes, of course.
The social networks.
Our studio actually works with the cloud system.
Okay.
So we know something about that. As a girl, I don't know the technical details. We have the technical director for that. But all in all, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So yeah, about the cloud technology, what for you is like the best cloud for the customers? What can you suggest?
So I mean, as Microsoft, we have enterprise customers, so big customers, small customers, and we have consumers, right? All are customers, and for every customer we have a dedicated offering. So there is a public cloud offering we have for our customers that is called Office 365 currently. You might have heard of it. that is offering, like, if you do email on your client machine, you need someone providing you the service, right?
Yes.
And Microsoft can do that for you.
Okay. And what about the business cloud for the business?
So there is also different clouds, like a private cloud scenario, which is a big data center in a customer environment that we can deliver the software for this data center. Or there is also the public cloud. We can deliver the service directly to the customer. Right? So to put it in easy words, it's all dependent on cost, right? And what the customer need really is, and how to serve the customer need. The good thing is we're in a very unique market position because we can offer everything to the customer, right? We can offer a cloud service, we can offer a in-data center service if the customer wishes to secure his privacy and his data within his data center. Then we can do that and deliver that at high quality as well.
That's really good quality for Microsoft, that you can give your clients everything they need. I think it's a really good thing. And so if we touching the cloud theme, as a student, also other students here, we often use the SkyDrive. So maybe you can, as I know, it's the biggest storage. It has 7 gigabytes, as I remember. It is the biggest, right?
Yeah. Well,
it's
yes.
bigger. Yeah, it is.
At that point, I would say yes.
Yeah. So maybe, do you have any specific future plans for SkyDrive? If you're informed about it, I hope you are. And maybe what can we expect in future for that?
I mean, the good thing is for SkyDrive, you know, also if you look into the many products that we are currently launching, actually we are having the biggest launch series of our key products ever in the history of Microsoft, like a new operating system for the client, Windows 8, you've heard about it, new Office, new server just hit the market. So these are key major products that Microsoft is delivering to the market. All these products are somehow connected to the cloud, right?
Yeah.
And SkyDrive is playing a very important role because the storage you want to access wherever you are, from whatever device you use it. So, and that's why the devices strategy is so core to the Microsoft strategy. Whether you have a mobile phone, you get my mobile phone. So don't worry. So on your mobile, you want to probably access the same data as you want to access on this device, on your computer, or on whatever other device you have and use. And with SkyDrive, you can do that. Access any data at any time from every device.
Yeah, that's a really good thing, because nowadays also here in our studio we use this system because I can prepare my news at home, come here, and the news are here already before me. So it's really convenient for me. I don't have to use the storage USB, so it's really convenient and fast.
So you use it privately as well, or just here in this environment?
In this environment mostly, because at school we use printed documents still. We're like old-fashioned.
So we're talking about the paperless office.
Yeah, it's much better.
So maybe we can help you get there.
Eco-friendly.
Yes.
So yeah, talking about students and business people, of course, everyone uses Microsoft Office. Mm-hmm. And as I read yesterday, in July you released a new Office. Maybe tell me, reveal me some secrets about the newest Office. What is the main difference between the newest and the previous one? And is there something completely new that I have never seen?
Okay, so we haven't released a new Office. We have released some information about a new Office coming to market.
Okay, unfortunately.
So that's why I cannot be too elaborative on the new Office. So, but what I can tell you, it's really a new killer application. It's completely reinvented.
Yeah.
And it will support the new engines like Windows 8 and a lot of other software. So it will be a real great new software.
My mistake, because yesterday I tried to Google the new Office, and Google told me that I can download it already.
No, quick mistake, you binged.
Yes, of course I did. I'm sorry, Sean. We use different kind of technologies. We are not the customers of something one. We try to be multiple.
No worries.
So yeah, I'm sorry for that. So actually, you say in future if I download it, it will blow my mind.
It will. I can guarantee.
I hope so.
Everyone's mind.
If it won't, I will call you and I'll tell, sorry, Andreas, it didn't blow my mind, but I hope it will. And I'm sure
Call
it
me.
will. And yeah, talking about the Office. As a student, often I'm using the Office, and sometimes I see that others know something more about Office than me. And then I have a question: how can I find out something about Office? Do you have any tutorial videos, official, not like on YouTube and some guy shows me something, but like official from the Microsoft, maybe information for customers so they can use your products completely.
So there is many things you can find. Microsoft.com/office, you find almost everything, whether it's documents, videos, also learning courses. Within countries even we have learning centers, so that if you want to be more professionally educated, these learning centers will provide you all these capabilities.
Yeah, and maybe you have statistics, how widely people use the Office. What's the most popular product in Office? Is it Word, or it's PowerPoint, or it's Microsoft Excel?
Well, it depends on audience, right? In enterprises, I would even say, besides the Word document, which is still obviously the broadest used product.
For me, it's the Word.
PowerPoint.
Yeah.
In many enterprises, I'm assuming also in privately, many use PowerPoint, but also Excel, right? For professional use, Excel is a widespread use product.
Yeah, I agree with you. For me and for the students, the Microsoft Word is the best thing ever
Actually,
invented.
what I've learned, what students use, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's audience specific, is OneNote. Have you tried it?
Actually, I have heard about it, but I haven't tried it myself.
It's really cool.
Maybe you can tell our viewers about OneNote. What is it and how can we use it?
OneNote is like a book that you can use virtually, right? So you can choose your paper like you're used into your diary, right?
Yeah.
Just swipe the next page, right? You can easily find content. It's indexing every word, even if it's handwritten. It recognizes everything. So it's very cool for search, very cool for notes, and especially if you use, these slate devices that we have, which just you can kind of ink with a pen, right? So it's recognizing your handwriting and is in that. Yeah, it is.
Even the really good handwriting like I have.
Well, actually,
it's not the best.
I mean, I cannot read it, but it looks nice.
But OneNote could read it. How do you think?
Yeah, it will recognize it.
Oh, that's a good thing to know. Not all the teachers recognize my handwriting.
So when we are offline, you could try.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, the OneNote is a good thing for our viewers. So write it down, remember it, and maybe download it, buy it. So yeah.
Well, not download it. That's a good point. Buy it.
If you buy it, you then download it, as I understand.
Well, yeah. So there is this other download, right? It's not official download.
It's official and unofficial. Of course, we are supporting official downloads because the authorities need money for their job, and that's just a good thing. So yeah, next question from me. It's a really interesting question. As a big Skype fan, Skype, the best user in Latvia, I guess. I call, text my friends, family, whenever I go, Skype it with me. Why Microsoft bought Skype? Why did you need that?
So as I said, with Bing, there is broad reach with Bing, right? And Skype, from a technology perspective, what they are using is like pictures tell you a lot. Voice is also telling you a lot, right? And to be connected and stay connected with people is something very personal, very private. And to have this broad reach on the one hand side, and the ability to speak and be connected, whether it's chat or it's video conferencing, whatever it is, or just a phone call, Skype is offering us this technology plus the audience behind. Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
Maybe it's a small question, but whose initiative it was how did Microsoft decide that you need to buy it? Was it a long decision, or it was like, oh, okay, let's do that?
No, I'm not sure if you are aware of the price of
Skype. No, I'm aware. I know, but
it was not a decision like that.
But Microsoft is a pretty big company, so I guess for you it was okay. But it was a decision of a year, of a month, or of a week, of 2 days.
So I cannot disclose how long it took, but it was quite many people have been involved to drive this strategic decision and then finally disclose, right? It's not like you buy just a company.
Yeah, of course, I understand.
There is by far more in the background that has to happen, also including authorities and so forth.
Yeah, in our studio we also use Skype often, and when we go live streaming, we suggest our viewers to call us online, so we promote Skype as much as we can because it's really convenient. And people, if they call us, they can show some videos, they can show themselves and say, oh, I'm just brushing teeth right now.
Yeah.
So
Skype is very popular across Baltics.
Oh,
it's good to see.
It is, yeah. Now we reached the next question. And what can you tell about the piracy? how Microsoft deals with the piracy. Of course, I'm not asking all around the globe, but completely like in Baltics. What can you tell about the situation in Baltics? How bad or how good is it? And how are you dealing with that?
So, I mean, piracy, I have to give you a generic answer here because
yes, of course.
Baltics is not more specific than
yeah,
other countries. It's more a generic thing, right? So from a mentality perspective, if the Swiss watch producers, they invest quite a lot of money in innovating new products, right? New design. So it's hitting all companies very hard. If it's copied and then sold pretty cheap, or even without paying for anything, right?
Yeah.
So that's the same with us. So we spend billions of dollars in terms of new innovation, getting new products to market and bringing value to people. Actually, we believe there is quite a value in the products. So behind these value, we believe there must be a price point, right? So what we are working for is educating people for paying it, but not just for, to fill our pockets, but also to look. If I'm looking at Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, to stay within Baltics, it's also an industry behind, right?
Yes, of course.
Because the more, if you pay legally, there are others that build software on top of it that can earn money from that. So you're also supporting an ecosystem of developers, of ISVs, of other businesses that can profit from that one. So not paying means you completely refuse this ecosystem to grow.
Yeah. That's a good answer.
There can be a new industry, right? You're not like Russia having a lot of other resources, but the IT industry could be a very good, industry for everyone within the countries to grow their businesses, to create jobs and new opportunities to people.
Can I ask you a question of comparing to other companies? Is Microsoft comparing the prices? How expensive it is? Like if you compare it.
So I mean, it's really, so this is a tough question.
Oh, it is.
Because we have Xbox, if you compare our Xbox with whatever other product, we are more than price competitive, I would say. If you compare a Windows server, in a certain environment that is called virtualization with another competitor that is out there in the market, we are by far cheaper. So in all these areas, we tend to grow. We believe we can provide at least the same value than a competitor. By being more price competitive than the competitor.
Yeah, but still the quality is really great. And
well, I mean, that's one of the key purposes, right? To deliver quality is, we have, I'm not sure if I can disclose the number of developers, but a lot of developers sitting in Redmond.
Yeah, it's a good answer. You don't have to disguise everything I ask you.
And, these developers want to be paid, and they are paid by quality, right? So one of the bonus systems behind this quality.
Yeah, because I think nowadays people are ready to pay for the good quality, for the high quality, not for the, like medium or low. Yeah. So I better pay once than I pay twice or 3 times and get the bad quality. Yeah. So I completely agree with you. So slowly we got all the questions.
Yeah, really? Okay.
But I will ask you some additional questions if you don't mind. I have that interesting thing. Yesterday I tried to Google Microsoft as much as I could to find everything.
Bing Microsoft?
Oh, sorry. The bad word.
At the end.
The bad word stuck in my head. So yeah, we will close this great picture and we will show our viewers this really amazing commercial. Okay. Have you seen that?
So currently I cannot recognize it, to be honest.
You can watch it, just think about it.
Okay.
You can really not recognize it.
Oh yeah. Now I know where you're coming from.
Can you tell me what is it? Explain our viewers like in 2 words. What can you tell them?
Great, forward-looking innovation, and I hope that most of our partners will innovate us out on this product.
Actually, commercial is just amazing. We cannot hear the sound, the viewers can. And so when I just was watching, I was like, oh my God, I have to, I want it in my bag. Do you have one?
Nope.
No.
Even if I had one, I would say no.
So it's a big secret, right now?
Well, it's not a secret. I mean, look at this commercial. I mean, this commercial is publicly available, so you know about Surface.
Yeah.
But all other information is still disclosed until everyone at Microsoft in every market has got the same briefing to, at one point, launch the product and bring it to market. And I think this is a marketing strategy that is very effective. So that's why we are doing it. And you know, all other information, so we learned out of the past, leaking information is probably not the way you want to bring a key product to market. So that's why we disclose all information before it's really launched and before we have all the information available on the same level in market. I mean, same as with within this interview, right? You don't know in how many markets this is going to spread.
Yeah, of course.
Who's reading it? So the market will immediately be impacted by what I say. So that's why we disclose all the information.
Strategy. I will learn from you in future. But still, yeah, I got a new question in my mind. As you talked about this newest thing from Microsoft, what else can we expect from Microsoft in the nearest future? Maybe something big is coming out, and is the audience ready for that?
So I mean, so what I can tell you is what partners have seen during the last partner conference, right? Okay. So we are investing a lot into our current products for sure, right? So they're just launching. So this is all the innovation that we put to market. But there is also, you know, we're looking ahead 5 to 10 years in terms of how would you in 5 years use products, whether it's in healthcare, so in different industries, how would they use products? Whether how would automation in the car industry would look like. So obviously information technology can do a lot there, and especially our software, I believe, can do a lot there. So this is definitely an area we're investigating. Then, you know, speech recognition or other new ergonomical factors, like, you know, touch is one thing. Yeah. But there is many other, like
voice is another thing.
Voice, or you might have heard of Kinect. You know, Kinect is a part of Xbox. So with gestures, you can do everything. It recognizes your body. Yeah. It recognizes your language. It is interpreting it in real time with a new technology we brought to market. And actually, while currently it's predominantly used with Xbox, we made a kit available also for Windows 8 and Windows systems, so that for, you know, healthcare industry, it could be used, or for other industry, they can simply adopt the technology to use your hand and gestures by getting information out of the system.
So I will wait for the newest from Microsoft. I promise you. Every time I read the news and I see the Microsoft, I'll be really interested in that. And just as we sit here in our television studio, how do you personally, not connected with Microsoft, but just like you, just like Andreas, how do you see the future of television? Maybe you have your own opinion, I'm sure, about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you're doing here as a product it's a product and a project, if you want, right? Is something that belongs to the future, definitely, right? So it's no longer this stupidity of just looking into a channel, seeing some advertising in between films. It's this complexity of the internet, this broad reach across countries, barriers, rather than being in one country, that you can leverage. Also, new media that you can easily interlink by software that can be done through this new kind of concepts that you do with ChaulaTV. So I think this is going to be the future. Also, you know, people like me. So if I watch TV, which not very often is the case, I want to see what I want to see. And I don't want to see what, from a time schedule perspective, anyone want to show me,
really good opinion, right?
So I'm picking what I want. So this more customer-centric, new television broadcasting systems, I think, will be the future. And I know many companies are elaborating in that direction. So within your country, I think you're very innovative here.
Oh, thank you.
Going new ways.
I have asked this question really a lot of different kind of technical people, and they all said different things. So you were really original with your answer. Thank you for that. So yeah, our time is up, and thank you, Andreas, for being here, for answering my questions.
Thanks for invitation.
Thanks for being honest with me.
Thanks for being kind.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, we will see viewers next time, and don't forget to answer the question of the day. You can see it down here. It's going on. So yeah, thank you, Andreas, one more time. I hope to see you sometime more often?
I'm sure.
Yeah. So come to ChaulaTV if you wish every day till you're here in Latvia.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So
Bye.
especially for ChaulaTV, Andreas from Microsoft.
Thank you. Bye.